it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then like an episode about the part we not the same. Faith, culture, not the same. Boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C might get this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on tennis. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Yeah, faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then like an episode about the part we not the same.
Okay.
Yo, we are back. Episode, man, I don't even know, I'm spitting in everything. Episode 63 of season 2 of the Not the Same podcast, hosted by this one word, C. Micah, that one word over there, Robert Dean. We glad and gracious and very, very to be happy to be back with y'all for another Not the Same podcast show, man. Hey, look, this is going to be a special show, man. NBA draft edition. The draft is going on in about 1 hour. You know, we got all type of NBA stuff going on. And tonight we have a very, very special guest. He'll be joining us when we get to the What's Poppin', our brother Julius from the Full 94 show. Come on every Monday, or you know, when they free, you know what I'm saying? But most every Monday, you know what I'm saying? Hosted by a bunch of people, man. I would say all of them, but it's a bunch of people. But my boy Miles, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Wildred sometimes.
My girl
C. That's about it, right?
Yeah.
And Julius. All right. I don't want to leave nobody out. Yeah, man. So make sure y'all get ready for that.
One word he on her.
I'm forgetting Julius. I'll try and remember everybody else. But also, man, since you're watching, man, do us a favor and do what you see on the screen right about now. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we are live, as we is right now. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Don't be disobedient. You know, we trying to get goals out here.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to the rebroadcasters of the Not the Same Podcast, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all see them in the bottom left-hand corner, our MTMV Sports Famo. Every week we do this, man. We shout out to 494. We had our homeboy Wildred on here a couple of weeks ago. We got Julius on here. We've had our girl C on here before. We just ain't had Miles. I think Miles.
We had Miles one time. Long time ago.
Yeah. Long time ago. I think that's before we got to ECAM, I think. Anyhow, the MTMV Sports Famo that we shout out, they real. They actually are people. They actually got shows, and they make some pretty dope content.
These are real people.
Shout out to Life Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Scooter, Parable Radio, our homeboy Orlando Page with RIC Praise News, Who's Hop, His Hop out there in Las Vegas, our man Sam His Hop Stewart on their podcast and radio network, 520 Collective, man. We thank y'all.
Big salute to all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you forgetting one person, though, brother.
I know, man. Go ahead and give him a shout out, brother. If this is your first time tuning in to the Not the Same Podcast, excuse me for 1 moment.
This brother muted his own self.
Yeah, right.
Cussing already, brother. We just got started. I'm kidding, though.
That shout out is to our sneaker peekers, man. Those folks that keep looking at the show don't never say nothing, but y'all watching. We appreciate y'all. Y'all making the views go up. Now do what my man say. Do it one more time, bro. Sometimes people forget on certain things. Do it one more time for the vote. Like, subscribe, notification. That's what you got to do. You ain't got to wait till I post on Facebook for the folks still on Facebook. You ain't got to wait. If you hit that, you'll know anytime we go live. You dig what I mean? So shout out to our sneaker peekers, a.k.a. silent partners. You dig what it is.
I ain't going to say what I'm laughing at. All right, man. Let's bring our brother Julius in, man. Let's get to what's poppin'.
Hey, easy, bro. I need.
Somebody tell me what's poppin'. Bro. Hold on, let me. I didn't add you to the right spot. Add assign to. Here we go, number 2. That's our brother Julius down there. Let me move him around a little bit so y'all can see him. That man looking real short.
Yeah, real short. You know, we got to bring him up a little bit. He looking like Muggsy Bogues when he walked up at the draft.
I ain't that sure.
I'm Muggsy, dog.
We know you're not, brother. We know you're not. Just on screen right now. You know.
We live, man. What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. It's summertime. I'm still in class, but I'm enjoying summertime so far, man. What about y'all? Everything good over there? Memphis and Boston?
Shoot. St. Louis and St. Louis. I'm just a Grizzlies fan, but originally from Memphis. I don't know where Boston came from.
Oh, no. No, see up that way.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, see up that way. St. Louis, brother.
Both of y'all.
Both in St. Louis. Yeah. Live and direct from St. Louis tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you up shy, right?
Yeah, I'm on.
Right.
Well, you were one of our watchers' favorite guest ever, because she's everything Chi-Town, Miss D Weiner. What's up, D? Good to see you.
Yeah, what's up, D?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she from the Chi, bro. She from the Chi.
And she wears it proud. She
wears it proud. Very, very proud. But
very proud.
We got to give a proper introduction, man. Go ahead and give my man a round of applause, man. There we go. We got to welcome our man Julius to the show. This is what we talking about when we be telling y'all tune in to the 494. They got great content. He's 1/4 of the quad guest there is. You dig what I mean? Brother, pretty knowledgeable. You dig what I mean? You got to be on your A game when you talk to him, because he going to stand on business 10 toes down, whether he wrong, right, or indifferent. He going to stand on it. And he going to know his stats. You dig what I mean? He going to know what's going on. So we'll see what he got tonight.
Yes, sir. Good to have our brother.
How you feeling? Yeah, real good. You say you joined summer, brother. It's hot here. I don't know what it is up in Chicago, but it's hot.
We had a little heat advisory, man, but we getting through it now to the normal heat, so folks can go outside now, you know.
Yeah. Heat advisories in Chicago is like St. Louis, brother. Stay in. Do not go to no hood, because them cats be upset just because you got airwalk rolling down there.
brother, it's been so hot, dog. Been so hot. Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get to what's popping, brother. Let's get it.
We'll do the family reunion later.
All right, we're going to start with the NBA. Let's get it, bro. You said you got it.
Okay. My fault. I forgot you already hit the what's popping. Yo,
I did.
This is what we're going to start. Yeah, I know, man. I'm all the way behind. So it's a lot of stuff going on in the NBA right now. We talking the draft. You see it behind Julius right now. That's getting ready to pop off in about an hour or so. Right now, the mock draft has Cooper Flag at number 1 for the Mavs. Spurs taking Dylan Harper. 76ers VJ Edgecombe, Hornets Con Knuppel, and Jazz Jeremiah Fears. This is what I'm gonna say about the draft, man.
Okay.
I'm not sure what my man is doing. And I can't even, his name slips me. Is it Casey? What I'm talking about, he didn't want to go practice. He didn't want to go.
Oh, AJ
Bailey.
Ace Bailey. Yeah, my bad.
So Bailey is he wilding, bro. I mean, he betting on himself. Kind of remind me of Dak Prescott, if you will, when he bet on himself to try to get the bag with Dallas. But he was supposed to work out for 76ers. He canceled the workout. Now, it's a ploy, and I'm going to let y'all go. This is all NBA tonight. I'm sorry, football folks, but hey, NBA is what's popping. We're going to kind of take our time. This is not debate fuel we're discussing right now. We'll debate later.
Discuss fuel. It's a new one.
Right. But right now, what I'm going to ask y'all is he good to bet on himself? Because he's not even in the top 5, and he might fall out of the lottery because nobody's seen this kid work out since college. He said he just focusing on ball. What say you?
Go ahead, Ju.
Man, I was looking, you know, they've been sending out alerts, Shams, and different people around the league been sending out alerts and saying that, you know, league executives are not high on this guy. He can't create space, not a great shooter. I think they said he had some like left hand issues and stuff like that. Look, man, I wish the best for that brother, but I think that this new age of recruits that we bringing in now are too the type, man. Like 20 years ago, a recruit would have never told the NBA something like that unless you were LeBron James or something like that, man. You're Ace Bailey. You probably not already high on a lot of people's radar. I think I saw just a second ago that he named 3 teams he wanted to go to. It was like the Wizards, the Pelicans, and I forget the other team that it is.
All
and
teams he know he can get some playing time.
Brooklyn.
Absolutely. And maybe he'll stand out, but I feel like this brother is setting himself up to not get drafted tonight, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like the league might send him a message, bro.
This is looking like Sheduer Sanders all over again.
Absolutely.
Now, we don't know how bad Sheduer actually acted, but he's literally acting like this. Ain't no secret about the way this dude is acting. You know, we hear rumors about the way Sheduer acted. No, we know this dude acted like this. And here's the problem. Ace Bailey was known as a 6'10" scoring guard. He went to the combine. He's 6'7". That changes the whole dynamic. 6'7" is a 3. 6'10" is Kevin Durant. He had Kevin Durant comps, but you are not Kevin Durant. You Kevin No Rant. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this dude ain't good. They say he's very talented, but the character issues coming up. Look, man, who are the champions this year? OKC. They didn't even turn up when they won. All character guys. These dudes ain't drunk nothing their whole life. That is who winning right now. You know, the turn up dudes, my guy, I like Ja, these dudes getting drunk off Casamigos. They looking for the character dudes right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I keep saying AJ DeBenson. Ace Bailey is coming in with the entitled attitude from day one. And all them players see that. All these owners see that, man. And he may get the Sheduer treatment for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I think he played on the team with Ron Harper for Rutgers. Ron Harper Jr., whatever his name is. Ron Harper's son. And that ain't make the tournament. Bruh, you weren't good enough to get your team to the tournament. And you talk about you want to go to all garbage, trash teams, minus the Wizards. The Wizards low-key ain't got better right quick. You know what I'm saying? They got some real players over there now.
Yeah,
but all them other teams are like annually bad teams. He trying to go over there so he can score points and get money and get the bag. And it goes back to what you said, man. NIL is what's doing this. These dudes look at all these dudes on the screen. When they show these dudes on the screen behind you, these dudes got chains with their name on it. These platinum joints. You know what I'm saying? All these other players used to have a rented suit or they got sponsored by JCPenney or sponsored. Nah, these dudes they coming in with Gucci and just like it's a whole nother level because they already rich. You know what I'm saying? Where's the hunger,
bro? Already rich.
My bad, bro. Go ahead.
And we'll move on from the draft because I wanted to. I think it is in trouble. And what's getting ready to happen with this NIL deal? And we're gonna talk more about this a little later, fellas. What we was talking about, is this a good draft? When you start seeing all these people pull out, but anyways, on to the NBA character guy. SGA became Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, for those who don't know. SGA became the 4th player to win MVP scoring title and Finals MVP in the same season, joining Jordan, Shaq, and Kareem. Those are GOAT, Mount Rushmore type folks. How do y'all feel about that? Where does this put SGA outside of all the calls that he got through? But I did pick Oklahoma to win this all. But outside of all the calls that my man gets, how do y'all feel about that?
Go ahead, Drew.
Well, I'm gonna say, man, I picked the Celtics to win, the repeat this year. But Tatum injury, I had them versus the Thunder in the finals, and I really wish we could have got to see that. But I'm satisfied with the finals. SGA, man, stamped his name in history, dog. Like, what more can you say?
Thank you, bro.
One of the greatest runs that a guard has put up in probably the last 15, 20 years, man.
Yeah.
The last guard I remember doing something like this, I mean, Stephen Curry, obviously. After that, man, what?
His name's on the board when he joined.
It doesn't happen too often that a guard is dominating and has the type of season that he had, man, averaging over 30, willing his team to victory and getting them to the championship. It was a sight to see, man. I'm interested to see what they're going to do tonight and then in free agency, because I feel like, man, they can go back and repeat with all the injuries that happened this year. If they stay healthy and make moves, man, it could be, dynasty type thing.
Yeah, for sure. What you got on that, C?
Man, I think that SGA, he deserves all the praise that he's been getting recently. I think he's not as he's like the Tim Duncan of guards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he actually has flashy plays. His personality is just like, a rice cake. You know what I'm saying? He don't have this bubbly, bright personality. He's actually a good dude. He signed the day they won the chip before the game. He signed 450-something autographs. Like, most NBA players don't do that, man. Especially on the game they trying to lock in. They just walk past them kids. So I respect it, and I think they're going to be good. And they're going to be good for a long time because their best player is locked up. Their second best player is still on a rookie deal. Their third best player is still on a rookie deal.
Rookie deal, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All NBA, their second best player is an all NBA player on a rookie deal, which means, it's going to be at least Chet. This is his second year in the league. He already won a chip. Chet ain't going to do nothing but get better and gain weight. You know what I'm saying? Even if they lose Jalen Williams, because, in this apron era, you ain't going to have three superstars. So, even if they lose one, they got so much talent, man. It's that SGA trade that they got when they traded Paul George and got all them picks from the Clippers, man.
Yeah.
They've been living off that for years. For real, bro. Like, they living off that for years, and that's why they so set up. So, I think this could be, I don't know if they're going to win next year, but I think they're going to be in contention for at least the next 5 years. At least contention. Go ahead, bro.
It's funny you say that, though, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
You said that they might go on to win. If you think about it, bro, it's been brewing for a while, and they probably the only team that held on and watched the process play out. Think about
this. Is true.
They won, disbanded their team. The Nuggets, they won, disbanded their team. The Suns, they got to the finals, disbanded their team. I just sit and think about, like, maybe if the Suns held on to their original team, bro,
they would have won more.
They might have won a ring.
They would have won one. Yeah, they would have won one.
Got one.
Yeah.
Trust the process sometimes.
Hey, but speaking of the process, last 7 seasons, 7 different champions. So this is exactly what the commissioner wanted. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this is what he wanted. That parity that you got, because in them 7, it was some small market teams. Now, we think they're big markets when you look at it because of the names. But outside of Boston and the Lakers, when you look at Denver, that's not really a big market. You dig what I mean? Milwaukee's not a big market. These are small market teams winning, but we think they're big markets because of the names. Like you got your Giannis and you got your Jokic, and now you got your SGA. So 7 champions, man, 7 different champions in the last 7 seasons. This would make me like basketball right now, because anybody can win it, anybody can get it. You dig what I mean? Now, I got to rant about that a little later, because only certain teams put themselves in position to get it and win it, while other ones just bank off their fans. And that really makes me upset, because they know no matter what they put out there, cat's going to show up. You dig what I mean? So, but I'll say that for my soapbox. Mavs making moves. They got Cooper Flag tonight. We already know what Cooper Flag going. Go Duke. Y'all know I'm a Duke Blue Devil fan. I got a chance to see my man play senior night on Duke courtside seats. I'll never forget it. Yes, I'm flexing a little bit because I want to see my man do it just a little bit, little slight flex, courtside, locker room, all that stuff. Anyway, tonight they pick up Cooper Flag. They locked up Gafford, $60 million. Kyrie then popped in and said, yo, I'll restructure my deal just so that we can make this thing work. So he signs a 3-year, $119 extension. The Mavs, I think, are going to be a problem, because they were a problem before Lively got hurt. They were a problem before Gafford got hurt. You add Cooper, and then I'm talking about January after Christmas, because you ain't going to see Kyrie till about January, February, which is perfect because he'll start revving up around March. You dig what I mean? Because Kyrie is Kyrie. That's just going to pop off. We'll see what they do free agency-wise, but they doing their thing for right now. A couple of trades popped off, Wizards and Pelicans, like my man C just said, and I'm going to go through so we can get the debate fuel. New Orleans Pelicans received Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, 2025 number 40 pick, meaning tonight they get the 40 pick. The Wizards received CJ McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and future second-round pick. Kristaps Porzingis. You want to talk about blowing up? The Celtics are slowly getting ready to blow it up. Tatum is out next year, folks. I hate to. Hey, that Achilles, if he's smart, take your time. I told C on this show about Halliburton. I don't care what you're doing. Go sit down. Go sit down. When you strain your calf, sit down. It leads to an Achilles injury. And I'll give you a messed up fun fact in a minute. Anyways, Kristaps Porzingis goes to the Atlanta. Boston gets Georges Niang, future second round. Brooklyn acquires Terrence Mann, 22nd overall pick in tonight's draft. And then, of course, Atlanta, Kristaps Porzingis. That may be good, may be bad. I don't know how that's going to look for them, but they're blowing it up. Raptors are shopping R.J. Barrett. Question I ask for y'all: what's his value?
Hold on before you go. Hold on before we go to R.J. Barrett. The Celtics also traded Drew Holiday. You have to add that one too. They add him to Portland.
Yeah, they finesse Portland, bro. Yeah. They finesse the mess out of Portland.
Yes.
Simons.
Yes.
You
Simons is very good.
I like Simons.
Simons is very good.
He's very good. They finessed him because Drew is older now. The defense ain't as good as it was, and you got a young Anthony Simons. This means, guess what? If you Brown or if you Tatum, watch out. Yep. Supermax ain't coming to one of you one word. Somebody about to go. You dig what I mean? Yeah. I'm just telling you. So thank you for that one. My fault, y'all. R.J. Barrett, his value. You go back to Canada, and it's like he gave up. He didn't look like he was playing in Toronto, none, since he'd been up there and left New York. It's like it crushed his spirits. That's how I look at that situation. Y'all got any thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Drew.
I think R.J. Barrett is nice, bro. I think.
No, I do. I agree.
I'll tell you what I see, man. If I'm Minnesota, I'm getting on the phone. I need R.J. Barrett to come play my point guard, man. It get Mike Conley out of there. I need a bigger point guard that can defend a bit and play alongside Anthony Edwards, because that's all they screaming for, bro. They need a point guard. That's it. And they tried to get Kevin Durant, which I'm glad that they didn't give up everything that they were going to give up to get him.
Right.
I think R.J. Barrett got a lot of time left. I think he was hurt a lot this year, and then he took some personal time at some point this past season. So I hope he come back, bounce back, man. He just shooting volume, and I think he need another, superstar beside him that'll be like, yo, pipe down. This is my show, but help me out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's an interesting take about him going to Minnesota. And I don't think that Kevin Durant would have worked in Minnesota anyway. I just don't. You playing with your hero don't always work. Ask Kwame Brown. Now, of course, I know he better than Kwame Brown, but when you play for your hero, things go sour real quick. And I can name a bunch of other people that thought they was gonna get on their team with their hero, and it didn't work.
And I think Ant and KD kind of cancel each other out. I know Ant is more of a 2-guard, 2-3, and KD is like 3-4, more of the 4 right now. But they still, KD ain't in the post. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of like occupying the same space. Like I don't think that would have worked. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't have worked in San Antonio.
I mean, KD he in the right place for him right now. But go ahead, bro.
No, that Rockets and meaning that KD is now a Rocket now. Suns are also actively shopping Bradley Beal. Where Bill goes, I don't know. Bill has just
he got a no trade clause, Bill, so he go wherever he want to go. He can say no to anything.
Yeah, he can. But the Suns, man, they whatever. Game 7 was the most viewed NBA game since 2019. That is big for the NBA because the ratings were down. A lot of people complain about the NBA, the traveling, the gather, the 2-step, 3-step, 3-back point you can do. You remember Tim Hardaway had the UTEP 2-step? It's the UTEP 4-step now for you to get back and you know what I mean? And when you play these YNs in the gym, see, you know what I'm talking about, because they all doing this travel step back. No, that's my gather, man.
Come on, bro. You're traveling. Right.
I hate it. Messed up fun fact, and then we'll get to soapbox. Everybody that went down with Achilles in the playoffs, number was 0. Halliburton,
I know that's crazy, dog.
Dame and Tatum, all 0, and now they're gonna have 0 games next season. You dig what I mean? So that messed up fun fact, man.
Don't pick the number 0.
What's popping, bro?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get into our soapbox. That's funny. Everybody has 0. That's nuts, dog.
Yeah, man.
Soapbox.
All right, this is our soapbox segment with me, Rob, and you gonna all go off for about 2 minutes. Move this timer up here out the way. I'll put it up here. I'll go off for 2 minutes. Like you see up there above Julius, we got a timer that look like that. Rob normally goes off on sports topics. I normally go off on whatever's on my mind. We don't know what Julius going to go off on, but we all going to go off on something for 2 minutes. When it's over, we don't have a buzzer no more, so we got a DJ horn that sound like this. And as tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother Rob, let me get the timer right.
We gonna let our guests go first, man. You dig what I mean?
Hold on, let me get him straight. Yeah, show the hospitality. Show the hospitality for our guests. All right, we'll let our brother Jew go first. Jew, is you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well, first and foremost, a little bit of trade alert. The Spurs just traded number 38 pick to the Pacers for a future second round pick in cash. Just a little bit of information. But what I want to really talk about, man, is what we left off with just now. You mentioned those Achilles injuries, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, when I'm sitting down in my basement with my 3 TVs going across my room watching these games, man, and at the same time, I'm on social media looking what certain people have to say when these reports come out about these teams, and then you see these handles that, you know, LeBron sitting out, or Curry sitting out for rest. This person is not playing a back-to-back. And then you have a lot of people that are comparing, you know, the 90s or the 80s to players now. And it's like, oh, well, this person didn't play 82 games. Oh, this person, he not really hurt. I saw that multiple times in the finals. When Halliburton came back, people were like, oh, he wasn't really hurt. When he got hurt in game 5, they said, oh, he just saying that because they lose, and that's going to be the story now. And now you see what happened in game 7. And then you have Damian Lillard, people complaining that he's not playing, or why is he sitting out? Even when Jason Tatum and sat out toward the end of the season to heal up. Jaylen Brown missed a couple of games at the beginning of the playoffs. So what I want to say, man, is stop holding these players to different standards. In the 90s, man, it was a slower pace. Right now, it's a faster pace than it's ever been played. Yeah. And when you got one person that's ball dominant, pushing off that same leg with that first step every time and trying to play through injury, they're going to tear their Achilles, man. So sit down. You're not going to replenish their bank account if they get hurt. And now it's all thoughts and prayers. So,
facts, old facts, man.
Big on facts. Big old facts. You ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm going to go back to what I talked about 7 different champions in the last 7 seasons and how these teams are here. And now we got these aprons. And the purpose for the aprons was to make sure teams like the Celtics and the Lakers and the Clippers, who my man just got all this money and all the energy in the world, if you've ever seen him at a game.
Yes,
they spend all this money and they bring people in and they do this and they do that. But then I got a beef with the teams that take advantage of the fact that your fan base is going to be there regardless. When you're out there in Mormon land in Utah, you don't make any efforts. And then when someone wants to come and give you somebody for one of your centers, you want to ask for the world and back, and it's just not going to happen, my guy. It's not going to happen. So you have the Portland Trailblazers. They are good at being mediocre, even though they sold the squad. And now they just brought Drew Holiday and gave up Anthony Simons, which tells me we don't care about a championship. We're going to bring in a big name, and y'all going to fill the seats. It just doesn't matter to us. You dig what I mean? Toronto Raptors. It's the same way. You got certain players that you have that you could be dealing to get better, but because you got your championship, I feel like you have not put in any effort. You gave away Pascal Siakam. You brought RJ Barrett in as the home guy. He was miserable, and he went through injuries. These are teams that I feel like take advantage of their fan base. Let's talk about Brooklyn. Y'all, boy, I almost said it. One word
almost came out.
Hey, y'all don't want to win either. And I'm just tired of certain fan bases not taking the effort to try to get better. Detroit, basketball, they made an effort to get better. Cleveland made an effort to get better. Indiana made an effort to get better. Milwaukee, they're starting to be like, yo, we got Giannis, we good. Now look at where they're at. They're going back to mediocrity. And what I don't like is the fact that, and how much time I got 3 seconds. I don't like it. They need to get it together. And they need to do better for their fan base and stop playing on the people's money, man. Because these NBA tickets are not cheap, bro. Put a winning team out there, man. Put a winning team. Even out there in Mormon land, get a winning team. Stockton and Malone ain't coming back. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'm coming from a whole different angle for my soapbox. All right, not recently. It's been about 2 years now. Started regularly going to the gym, get my workout 5 to 6 days a week, all the time. I put an hour in, I get it in. You know, I hit a milestone today on my dumbbell. What you call them, bench presses today. You know, I ain't gonna say the number, but Rob know. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about it. And that's a celebratory thing. I'm very happy about this. But this is what I don't celebrate. I go to a popular gym. There's normally 3 to 4 benches of the equipment I want. So in other words, you got 3 to 4 chest fly things. You got 3 to 4 bench press things. You got 3 to 4 leg things. And this is what I don't like. Sometimes, I'm not gonna say the ethnic group, but it's an ethnic group. 5 or 6 of them come in together. They all talking, having a conversation, and you on a leg machine for 15 minutes, one word, but you having a conversation, right? Now, there's only 2 of these leg curls or leg presses or leg, whatever, all the leg things. It's my leg day. I don't want to do leg day, number one, in the first place. But I'm doing it because I'm trying to stick to the script. I want my body to be evenly proportioned and don't be like Shamar Moore, all big at the top and tiny at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be like that. So these one words just on the thing, talking, laughing, and joking, and they don't really speak English. So I can't just be like, hey, man, get your butt up out of here, because they gonna act like no English. And they not Hispanic, but they gonna act like they don't understand me. You know what I'm saying? And this is my soapbox. When you at the gym, be courteous of other folks. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there. Get off your phone. You there to work out. What was you talking on the phone for? And also, one bonus one. Why you got a video out trying to get your content on? Brother, you know what I'm saying? Do your content at your house, dog. Some of us got a job. We on our lunch break trying to get our workout in and go back to work. But you was in the way. Y'all all get on my nerves, man. I'm seeing Let's get into the Bayview.
I think let me work it.
I'll let you get your content in.
Whatever you reckon.
Y'all is just in the way. Please get out the way with all that mess.
That's super aggravating, bro.
Oh, incredibly aggravating. All right, man. This is our debate feud segment with me, Rob, and Julie is gonna go back and forth over particular subjects, man. Hold on, I'm gonna move this box because I don't want to be cutting my brother off. Yeah, man. Particular subjects like you will see on the screen soon and very soon. But with that being said, man, we're going to go back and forth. We're going to go in, and when it's over, ain't going to be no buzzer. It's just going to be over. We're going to go to the next thing. All right, first subject for tonight. With so many prospects pulling out, is this a decent draft class? With so many prospects pulling out, is this a decent draft class? Ju, you got first. You the guest.
No. I think it's an emphatic no for me. I think it's very
top
heavy. And when I say top heavy, I'm saying maybe like the first 3 people, man. Cooper Flag. I think Dylan Harper is very nice. I like the big man out of Duke, African dude.
Mumbai, whatever his name is. Yeah.
And I like Edgecombe, but I do not like Edgecombe going to the Philadelphia 76ers where they got him projected. But 3 or 4 after that, man, I think, a lot of people probably going to turn their televisions off.
Go ahead, Rob.
Don't do that, though, but I think a lot of people are going to turn it off. But what y'all think, man?
I'm with you because when I saw, and I'm a Duke fan, when I saw Knipple, I always mess my man last name. Knipple. When I saw Knipple and Malawak go up into the top, like when they went up into lottery status, I was like, "What's going on?" You dig what I mean? We had over 50 people pull out as far as the draft goes. You dig? Like they pulled out the draft, they went back, they did. It was prospects, and it's like, nah, I'm good. I ain't jumping in this one. I'm with you. I think it's gonna be top heavy. I don't think it's gonna be watched that much. You dig what I mean? I'll see Coop. You dig what I mean? I might get through the lottery. And then what's going to end up happening, this is going to be the draft where we get another Jokic. It's going to be somebody in that second round that everybody that didn't think about and he's gonna be that guy. You dig what I mean? And it's gonna be somebody else to get. I think the little dude from Florida Nights. You dig what I mean? The one. But ain't nobody. If y'all ain't nobody talked about this kid. I'm like, bro, he was lighting it up in the tourney. Like, what are we doing here? Like, consistently bringing Florida back. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't know why he's not as hyped. Maybe he got some character issues because that's the buzzword right now. All of a sudden, we going back to that. But go ahead, see. I'm with you, Ju.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a great draft class. I think it's top heavy. I'm not sure all the top is going to be great. You know what I'm saying? I think I feel guaranteed about Cooper Flagg because he's all around. I think he's going to do a whole lot. And he's going to a good team, so he ain't got to be rushed out there. He ain't got to do everything. He got vets that can show him how to be a good player. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's best for him. Them other guys, I don't know. And I think it's going to be a few gems sprinkled throughout there. But I don't think there's no – I think Cooper Flagg has the greatest chance to be a superstar in this draft. I don't think there's multiple superstars. Maybe one more. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think this probably be a good role player draft. I can say that. You know, OKC, 7 to 8 players. Yeah. OKC got like everybody good on their team. Everybody can halfway start on other teams from their team, but them type players, it might be all right for that. But overall, I don't think it's very, very, it's not these stars that you got to see. That all these names you've been knowing since, except Cooper Flagg. I heard about Cooper Flagg like 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He was hooping in Memphis at an AAU tournament, working brothers. And this dude is from Maine and talking crazy, talking spicy.
Talking
Cash.
Reckless on it.
Yes, sir. And backing all of it up. And they couldn't say nothing. Like, this dude, white boy cold. That's all they could say.
I see it, bro. Big Perk said he a mixture. He a mixture of LeBron and KG had a baby. I gotta see it, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Big Perk. Chill out, Big Perk.
Look, I've seen him. When you see what up, Mr. G, when you see him play live, you'll get it. Because I'm sitting there watching and I look up and I'm like, dang, Coop got 25? Where'd that come from?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? It's when people, and it's a couple of flashy plays, and that's what you remember. You didn't see the garbage buckets. You didn't see the hustle. Like, to see it, like, y'all know how it is. You see something on TV, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Then you go to a real NBA game and be like, bro, these cats be moving. Like, it's different in live time. So that's why I'm on the Cooper Flagg bandwagon, not just because he from Duke, because I don't know how Knipple going to do in the NBA. He cool. He a catch and shoot guy, but bro, the NBA different on the defense.
Yes, sir.
You dig what I mean? And for them to be able to pop back up to Ju point, that's why I feel like it's top heavy, but maybe 5 players in the lottery.
Yeah.
To be okay. And I think the gym is gonna come out that late first, second round. Somebody being slept on that nobody saw coming. Think about this. SGA is your MVP, finals MVP, scoring title. Champion. He got drafted to the Clippers and got traded for Paul George.
Yep.
You dig what I mean? Paul George. Where's Paul George at right now? He doing the same thing we doing.
Yep.
Go ahead, Ju.
They said Doc Rivers told the front office, "Hey, I think this kid gonna be special, man." They didn't listen to him. They want
and I mean, I don't think nobody listening to Doc no more, bro. I hate to say it.
I like Dylan Harper, man. He probably my favorite player out of this draft right now. Of course, Cooper Flagg gonna come in. I feel like it might hinder him going to Dallas for real. I feel like he should go to a team where he can take over right away. He's not gonna get that, man, for a while. And
he won't be taking over Dallas, but he'll be winning. Won't,
but coming from Duke, I mean that's high pressure, high profile. I think he'll be all right down there. Because Kyrie getting ready to be gone for a minute.
He got another Dookie there, though. Kyrie there. Kyrie just re-signed.
Injury. Injury. He going to be gone for a minute. So he got enough time to develop, learn the system. And when Kyrie come in, his basketball IQ is crazy, bro. That'll be an automatic mesh. They'll mesh together. That's what I mean by gone. Go ahead, Steve.
I say this last thing about Cooper Flagg, and then we'll move on. Although I think he's going to be very, very good, I don't think he's going to be great, though. I think he's going to be solid, like high solid, all-star solid. Well, like there's a lot of all-stars that ain't great, but they perennial all-stars. They just not great though. Because Cooper Flag do everything good, but what does he do great? You feel what I'm saying? And that's the only thing about him. But I think he's the best of the American players we've had in years, long time. You know, he's very solid. So.
Yeah. Again, it's a lot of foreign people to pull it out too. It was another 20 2 days ago, another 20 or 30 that said, nah, we good.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is.
College, man. Stay one more year, get you another $10 million.
Yeah.
Right. Boy, I do a whole 4-year stint. I'm bringing 4 years back, my guy.
Right. Next subject, thoughts on the NBA Finals. Let's go.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I feel like, and I say all the time on my Facebook, my Twitter, I feel like we in one of the greatest eras of NBA basketball, for the simple fact you do not know who is going to win the NBA championship next year. And it's been that way since 2019, 2018, really. It's been that way. And I just don't see it ever going back, man. It's not. I don't see it ever happening to where we getting dynasties again. I think with the new CBA, it's not possible, man. And it's going to take a lot of luck. It's going to hinge on who's healthy going into the playoffs. And I love the finals, bro. I think two small market teams did a thing this finals, and it was entertaining, man. I was in Cancun watching Game 1, and it was a whole bunch of foreign people just in one bar, man, going crazy for the Pacers, bro, on that comeback. And it felt like Game 7, 2016, when I was at Buffalo Wild Wings in Jacksonville. The vibe, the area, the atmosphere was the exact same. And it felt that way for them first 10 minutes in the Game 7 past week, until Halliburton got hurt and it sucked the air out of everything. But I loved watching that finals, man. 7 games of pure basketball.
Yeah. If Hallie don't go down, I think Indiana's the champion.
Agreed.
Because when a shooter comes out that hot, and you just knocking down threes, and I'm talking about ridiculous range threes.
Yes, sir.
And he wasn't hesitating. He had came to win the game. Like he was aggressively shooting the three. The finals was great. The up and down, not knowing. Now on here, I did say I felt like if it went 7, I still was going with it was you, me, and Wildress. See, and I still went with OKC to win the championship. But when they took Game 1, and then they went back for Game 7, I'm like, nah, I know I said OKC, but I don't see right now.
right. I can't see.
But I can't see. But no, I thought the finals was great, man. It's a reason why Game 7 was the most watched NBA game since 2019, because the refs didn't swallow the whistle on either side. Shea didn't get all the well, he got them, but he didn't get them. But at the same time, it was little tic-tac fouls happening on their side also. I think Shea ended up with 5 fouls in Game 7. You dig what I mean? And typically they try to, shy away. And it was a petty foul. They even replayed it. A real petty bump foul going to the rack, but he got his 5th foul.
Yeah, I think this was an excellent finals. And I think Indiana showed the world. Both of these teams, honestly, stood up for small markets. You know what I'm saying? Because all you heard, man, nobody want to see no Indiana and OKC because they don't know the names. If this was terrible for casuals if they didn't watch. Absolutely. Us fans that just love basketball, we knew this was going to be good. Because if we saw Indiana, what they did to New York, what they did to all these other teams, and we say, okay, this team is going to get that momentum going. They're going to have that pace high, and they're going to be able to take advantage of some things. Because if you don't turn the ball over against OKC, you can beat them. And they was beating them. Remember, OKC came out hot, and then all of a sudden, Halliburton went for 3 threes. They got that pace got to going. And although they moved the ball without Halliburton, it's a whole different level with Halliburton. Because he's a deep threat. He's shifty. Like, he's not like Kyrie shifty with the ball, but he knows angles. This dude is not fast. He's not very athletic. Let's be real. He's not that athletic. But he gets to where he needs to get to. You know what I'm saying? And they impressed me so much. But for the narrative of, we got to have the big markets in here, man, bro, just watch the game. And I wish the media would talk about it more like this, because this is one of the best finals in years, bro. Like, none of these other ones ain't been that good. I don't care if it's superstars was in there. Skip those superstars. It wasn't good games. These were good games. You did not know who was going to win. And I agree with Rob. If Halliburton wouldn't got hurt, they was going to win that thing. And it would have shocked the world. Because I don't think pound for pound that is actually a more talented team. I think Rick Carlisle was out coaching him. And I think they was out playing them. Period. They was just as tough on defense on them as OKC was on them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nobody lock up Shea like that. And Shea was still getting his buckets, but ain't nobody this whole season guarded that man like that, like Nembhard was doing. He was
on that Canada team together. So that's practice.
They know each other.
They know
He is the only person you ever seen Shea get out of pocket. You remember first game, Shea pushed him. You never see Shea do that. Never. It got that boy all out of pocket.
You know why?
Yeah.
So to your excellent finals to the question, bro. I didn't say this, and I'll add this to the finals.
Okay.
Y'all think that was it possibly fixed with them championship buses already being painted in the back, or do y'all think they was just
they just thought it was gonna happen? I don't think it was fixed. I mean,
I think they were overly cocky, man.
Yeah, I think they was overly cocky, and I think they was about to lose.
Hey,
Rick Carlisle said something about that. He told them about it.
He was upset about that one.
Bruh.
They would have never lived that down.
They almost came back without Halliburton.
They did, bro.
Think about it, man.
In like 4, didn't they?
Yeah.
Brought it back within 4, yeah.
And that was a tough team, man. I hate that Halliburton got hurt. He's going to be gone for like a year and a half probably. I hate that because that team was good, man.
I said, sit down.
You did.
I said it, bro.
But I understand it, though, too, bro. Like, getting back to the championship ain't guaranteed, bro. I get it.
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, in my very minuscule basketball career, when it was an important game, bro, I'm playing. Tape me up. You know what I'm saying? Double tape these ankles, dog. I'm out. I'm not, I don't care. Like, I've been halfway injured. I ain't want to lose my spot. No, I'm playing. You ain't taking my spot. It's just the way people think, bro. It's pride, for real.
Yeah, it's pride, but what they say before pride? What
it came before that fall on that floor. It's in the book, dog.
It's in the book. It's a faith-based show. Pride comes before the fall. We're not making fun of my man.
No. Hey, prayers up to him, man. I hope he recovers very quickly. All right, man.
See, he wanted them, Jew. You hear him? He wanted the prayers up guy.
Hey, I pray for real, though. All right. Does KD to the Rockets make them contenders this season? Does KD to the Rockets make them contenders this season? Mr. Davis or whoever. Jew, my bad, Jew. Go Mr. Davis.
Jew. Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead. Switch it up.
To the point, it makes him a contender. Does it make him a champion? No. It definitely make him because them re-signing Fleet, or Fleet, whatever the heck that cat name is, like
careful,
them re-signing him helps because now he has a steady point guard who knows how to be a point guard and not looking to score as well. You dig what I mean? Like even on the Warriors teams, he had to play shifty because you had to step, you had the Clays, and he had to find his spot. Now, he was a beast, don't get me wrong, because you had to pick your poison. With Ime Udoka getting Tatum 2.0 and KD, this about. I think they gonna make some noise. I don't think they can win a chip this year unless they get something good. I mean, they got the number 10 pick in the draft tonight, and I don't, or does that go to Does that go to Phoenix, or is that their pick?
They go
to Phoenix, don't it? Yeah, so they no picks. They just got to roll with what they have and maybe free agency.
Go ahead, Jew.
I think that it definitely made them a contender, man. I'm interested to see how much. I think their season is going to hinge on how much they rely on Kevin Durant in the regular season. Because if you think about it, the teams that he flourished with didn't really count on him in the regular season. So when he got to the playoffs, he was rested. He could give it all 16 games that he needed to win to get a championship title with the Warriors. Now that team was OD, but still, with the Suns, they relied too much on Kevin Durant, man. You don't need KD shooting 25 shots a night right now. You need KD giving you 15 to 20 shots a night, and playing limited minutes until it's time to ramp up for the playoffs. But I think them signing, I didn't think they were going to re-sign Van Fleet, man. I personally don't like the fit of Van Fleet there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It disappears a little bit in big games sometimes. But I do like they starting five, man. Van Fleet, Amin Thompson, Jabari Smith, KD, and Şengün, man. And then they just signed Adams back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
They definitely gonna be a contender, man. They're gonna be tough to beat. They're gonna play hard nosed defense for sure, and that's what KD need around him. Some dogs, bro. That that'll push up if somebody get physical with them. I also think that somebody else on that bench gonna have a coming out party for them to win a championship. Reed Shepherd, Tari Eason, somebody.
Yeah,
somebody.
Yeah, I think they got a good shot, man. It's gonna be tough to beat them in 7 games, especially if Şengün keep doing what he's been doing, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think this makes them a contender. I think they were a contender last year, even without KD, because of their defense. I think they just were too young. That was it. And I think Jalen Green was a no-show in the playoffs. He was good all season. He averaged over 20 points all season. Dylan Brooks is kind of a chucker, and he had the one coach to make him not chuck the ball. So, he gets to go over there and chuck with Phoenix. But as for this trade, I think it was a good trade for KD because I don't think he have to carry this team all the time. I think he can close games, but he don't have to carry the team. He don't got to do everything. And Amin Thompson is the future.
Boy,
that's
what I was about to say.
He is great on defense. He is what 6'8", 6'9" with Ja Morant and Kyrie type speed and the same athleticism. That is nuts and great on defense and long arms. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, even his brother is good over there for Detroit. His twin brother is nice. But
I think he the best.
Yeah.
On ball defender.
Yeah. So I think that is very, very good for the team. I think Ime Udoka is a championship level coach. And I think this would be good for KD. KD, I think they need to sit what they call them, load manage him. Let that boy play 2-3 games, sit out a couple. Low manage him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why he got to play every single game? Look, dog, be in the top 4, and then you be all right. You ain't got to be in the top 6. I need you to be at least top 4, and you be all right. You ain't got to be 2 seed again. You just got to have KD and have the ammunition to be able to win. Because, look, OKC, although they were awesome, look at this series. They're vulnerable. They can be beat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Low-key, Denver should have beat them.
Absolutely.
What if Aaron Gordon didn't get hurt?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, they could have beat them. Low-key, Indiana shouldn't have lost that game. What was it, game 4? The game 4? They was up like 20-something to mess around. Okay, what if they play like normal? You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying OKC is not good. There's some chinks in the armor. And we saw this in this playoffs. Look, all props to them. They won the chip, period. But next year, who going to guard KD on that team? Jalen Williams is very good. He has very long arms. So does KD. You know what I'm saying? And he can shoot that thing, And they got some defense. Put Amin Thompson. And look, the tape will be out from this championship for every team. This is how you guard Shea. Yep. Be ready for that bump because he's going to give that push off. He don't really want to shoot a 3. Yep. Everything's free throw line extended, free throw line in. That's all he want to do. Stick with him. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So, but as back for the Rockets, yes, this makes them a contender. Absolutely. Do I think they're going to win it? I got an answer for that.
No.
But they're a contender, though. Go ahead. I ain't going to win it, but they're a contender.
Hey, and then not only that, injury, man. You know what I mean? Right. KD getting a little older. You dig what I mean? So the load management, I think, is going to be important for them to be contenders. But my biggest thing with this one is Ime Udoka, man. Like, my man is he is a championship coach. You dig what I mean? He's different. He coaches different. It's buy-in. Exactly. He's the leader. And not only that, they quietly extended him 3 more years to his coaching, his contract, to show him, no, we got you, bro. You made a mistake up in Boston. We get it. We getting past that. You in H-Town now. Let's go out here and win some games. And that boy, Amin Thomas, look, he a beast. You dig what I mean? And the starting 5 is going to be – the starting 5 is great. You dig what I mean? And like like Juice said, somebody else has to have a coming out party though.
The only thing that would scare me about my bad, go ahead, bro.
No, you good. What was
the only thing that would scare me about that starting five is Van Fleet. Van Fleet is very good and he's very strong, but he's also our height.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's an average height. He's 6 foot and he ain't really 6 foot.
Yeah.
He's probably 5'9", 5'10". You know what I'm saying? And against a team with a big guard that's strong, that could be a problem on defense. Now, he's held out all these years and been pretty good, but I just think that could be a problem. And you might have to come in with somebody else because even last year, they had Amen Thompson bringing the ball down sometimes when that matchup got ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, next subject. Well, with Hallie, Dame, and Tatum out with Achilles injuries, who will win the East? Let's go. Who won it first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ju.
Man. And it's a real, like, we're not talking about them coming back in the playoffs either, man. I think it's I was looking at the statistics today, man, and it was talking about how the only person that came back normal, bro, was Kevin Durant.
Only.
After that injury. The only person.
Yeah.
8 other people, man, and it's sad to say, but I'm hoping we got new technology and they get back and get it together, man. But with that being said, the East, I'm looking at definitely Cleveland gonna be up there again, and New York, because I heard, if they get Jason Kidd said he wants to be their coach. So,
oh really?
Yeah,
that's news. That's news there.
He just came out and said that about an hour ago. He wants to be their coach. If they get Jason Kidd, I like them to win the East next season, man. The New York Knicks. And the sleeper team, the Orlando Magic.
Yes.
Committed,
Yes, sir.
I like Orlando and Paolo taking that next step, man, in the series.
Mm-hmm.
They gave Boston a run for their money for a little bit.
They did. They
have more weapons to help them out, man.
I think y'all forget about the Orlando. That's what I was going to tell you. Orlando is the sleeper team for me because you'll have both of the Wagner brothers back. You dig what I mean? Because the better one came back, but when both of them are out there, it hit a little different for them boys. You having Bang coming shooting the three because now you don't have Anthony Cole. I felt like Cole Anthony was I felt like his problem was he was always trying to be too cool. You dig what I mean? Like always trying to be like, bro, just play ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't be something. It was just corny to me. And when they got on the court, he would let that corniness outdo him at times when it came to certain matchups. If they got in his head, he's trying to play tough guy instead of playing tough defense. So with that being said, man, Orlando is my sleeper. I'm going to tell y'all something. 76ers, I'm not sure, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel I said this and Will just did not agree with me. It's time to exit the process.
Will is a 76ers fan, though. So
I know, but I think the process needs to be traded away and get you some assets and rebuild. You got Tyrese Maxey now. Maxey is your future. The process is something. Keep going. He don't know if he want to be African American. I don't know what he doing. You dig what I mean? It's time for this one word to figure it out. But I'm not sold on that. In Cleveland, if Darius Garland wouldn't have got hurt, I think some things would have went a different way also. But Darius Garland set out, I think, about 4 games, the first 3 games for sure against Indiana. And then when he did come back, he just didn't look himself.
Right.
Hallie was running all around that man.
Yeah, and he had to have surgery. He's already had surgery.
He did. And so did Jaylen Brown. That's why I feel like, it's wide open in the East this season, bro.
Yeah. So I'm going to say I got 2 teams. I would say Cleveland because by that time, everybody be healed up. I think they're going to do a trade. They don't have to do a trade because they need somebody. They got 2 guards, 2 small guards at the beginning. I heard they even been shopping Garland, and my man, what's the 2 guard for that team? Used to play for Utah.
Mitchell.
His name is Mitchell. Mitchell is a superstar. You know what I'm saying? He's short, but he plays big. You feel what I'm saying? And you can't have 2 small guys. You need a bigger guy. So I got Cleveland, and my other team is the Magic. The Magic was good last year without Bane. And I'm a Grizzlies fan. Bane is much better than people know. He's much better. He's not a superstar. But he averaged 19 to 20 points a game. This dude is no scrub. He can do more than shoot. He can dribble. He goes through the hole. You know what I'm saying? They used to call him on our TV program Downhill Dez. He gets to the cup all the time. He got them little baby pterodactyl arms, T-Rex arms, but he's strong, and he's a grown man. And what I mean by that, I ain't talking about strength. He is a mature, grown dude, which is great for a young team like that. I think that is the missing piece. And that team is tough. They play defense. They got length. They going to be scary next year. Because what was they missing last year? Shooting. That's the main thing they was missing. You know, they had Caldwell, as Rob called him, Caldwell. Had the worst shooting year ever. He still can shoot, but he had the worst shooting year ever. Yeah. And you got a younger player over there out there on that wing that could be good. So, I got Orlando and Cleveland.
Orlando and Cleveland? Yeah. That's
because Indiana
who did you say?
I'm going to shout them Hawks out too, though, man.
Yeah, they're making moves over there, man.
You know what? I'm mad at the Hawks because they blew it up. They was Eastern Conference Finals? And then the very next year you start blowing stuff up. Like some of these, I know you shouting the Hawks out. I just don't like their front office. They do stupid stuff.
I agree with that.
They do stupid
they
stuff.
Very stupid.
You think what I mean? Like, if they would have kept their team the very next year, they would have been good, which tells me somebody made Trey mad. So I think some of them trades was because Trey didn't get along with some of them cats. Absolutely. Like it has to be an in-house. Something happened in-house because they do stupid stuff. And Kristaps Porzingis, let me tell y'all something. If y'all think he happy,
what
he
that
went to
boy
Atlanta.
got going on?
If you think he happy going to Atlanta,
you don't think he's gonna be happy there?
I don't think he's gonna be happy.
I think he's
not in Atlanta.
Best seasons ever with Trey Young.
You think so?
I think he'll have a great season with Trey Young, man.
He's going to get a lot of rebounds.
What I'm looking forward to is Jalen Johnson coming back, bro. Jalen Johnson come back.
Yeah.
Kind of dangerous.
What's the dude? Dyson Daniels, too, man.
Daniels,
a short guard.
Dyson nice. No, Dyson nice.
When you got a guard that small, you need another big guard next to him. Dyson Daniels is the perfect fit. And then getting Kristaps Porzingis, that's a very good pick, too. I think Atlanta going to be all right, man. They in the East. All the Giants are down right now, basically, except for the Knicks. All the Giants are down, and if they don't get Jason Kidd, I mean, they've been getting embarrassed with these coaching who they tried to get coaching hires.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got rejected by They got rejected by Billy Donovan for the Bulls. The Bulls weren't even good. No, I'm sorry, D, but the Bulls weren't even great. I'm sorry, Jew. The Bulls wasn't great. They was decent this year, but you know what I'm saying? They got rejected by everybody, bro. So. Quinn Snyder, everybody rejected them. But anyway, man, moving right along. We get to the last topic.
That's a hectified job to have, though, man. Coaches know.
They already know. Is this OKC's only chip, or is it a start of a dynasty? Is this OKC's only chip or a start of a dynasty? Whoever want to go first?
Nah, I'm not gonna say it's their only chip.
Yeah,
but it's not a dynasty at all.
Mm-hmm.
You need a little bit more to be, dynastic in the NBA, and they just don't have the Kobe Shaq duo, LeBron Wade, the Curry KD types. It ain't there, man. I think they're gonna be good for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But if they use this pick that they have right now, I think they got the
15th pick.
They got the 15th and the 24th.
Yep.
And they get the right person in there, man. I don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people floating Paul George. Some people floating Jaylen Brown around there. I don't know, man. I think they got to manage their assets the right way. And it's hit or miss, man, because Chet or J-Dub, like you said earlier, going to have to go. And I think it's going to end up being Chet probably.
Yeah. I think they can win multiple championships because everybody's on these rookie contracts. And not only that, I feel like Shea, when it's time for that Supermax, is going to pull a Jalen Brunson if he can keep his squad together. That's the type of guy that I think he is, where he'll take less. He'll take less to keep some
like
people
$80 million a year. Shoot, he got a wife, boy. I don't know.
Hey, listen, man.
Boy got a wife and kids.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, God, dog, I got 7 of them things, man.
I know.
Hey, I can tell you, 80 would have did good around these hip hops. But what I'm saying is, if Jalen Brunson could do it to keep his squad together, then he left $100 million on the table in order to make stuff happen. Now it may be some backdoor deals going on, but all I'm saying is I feel like Shea's that guy. Mm-hmm. I do think they can get a couple. Will it be a dynasty? No, I think it'll be like kind of how the Spurs were. They won in the they had the asterisk championship. Then they came back and it's like every other year these one words was winning championships. And we like, how is this happening? And with them having the 15th and the 24th pick, and I just said, and y'all said it, just one of them role player type things. They don't need nobody to come in and be the guy. We just need somebody to come in and be a guy. You dig what I mean? And I think they'll be all right.
Yep. I don't think this will be the only one, but I definitely can't call it a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Because there are other good teams, there are other young teams. And one thing about you winning a chip, what it does for you is give people a model of how to play and how to play against you. Those two things that you find out. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be interested to see how they fare next year with everybody coming at them. Just like Boston. You know, Boston, I kind of agree with you. When Boston was healthy, I thought they could take it all. But will they have that same hunger? Will they have that same fire? Like, these are young kids. Like, I know these dudes are very mature and they high key and very high character, but at the end of the day, dog, you don't won the chip. You've already won it. Some of these dudes, 23, 24 years old, already won it. It's like, okay, what is we doing this for? Will the hunger be the same? For Shea, I guarantee his hunger won't be the same. He just got that dog in him. Yeah,
he going to the gym for that 3 this year.
But I'm just talking about for everybody else, because it wasn't just Shea that made that team great. It was the sum of all of them that made that team great and that great defense. You know, so I think I don't think this is the only one. And I'm gonna add this to it, man. Let's add this to this question. I saw this on First Take this week. I'm gonna give them credit. Is he the greatest Thunder player ever?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
And it goes into the conversation that LeBron was talking about with his ring culture thing, man. Just because he won a championship and he went through, Minnesota, he went through a hobbled Nuggets team, and he beat the Indiana Pacers, who a lot of people thought weren't supposed to be in the finals, does not mean he's the greatest Thunder ever, man. Just because Kevin Durant and them boys went up against Stephen Curry and that dynasty and the Warriors, and they had to go play LeBron James and them in the Heat in the finals. Nah, he's not the greatest Thunder. He can be if he rack off a couple more seasons. But you're talking about Westbrook averaging triple-double for how many seasons in a row? And then Kevin Durant, multiple MVPs, scoring champs, taking his team where they had to go. I just think that they had bad luck, man. That's all it is. Kevin Durant is the greatest Thunder player ever right now, if I'm not being clear. So
go ahead, Rob.
At first I was gonna be like, until you made this point. He can be. When he said he can be, that part I agree with. I think it's too early in the game. They were good last season. He put up another season and won a championship. If he does it a few more seasons, not even win a chip, but keep this what he's doing. Because let's face it, one of Westbrook's triple-double joints, like he was stat
gift wrap by Steven Adams. Steven moving out the way, take this.
Take this.
Right. Instead of take that, take this.
But listen, I'm not right. I'm not taking nothing away from Russ, because it's hard as heck to get a triple-double.
Yeah.
Period. You dig what I mean? That's a hard feat to get. But he can be.
Yeah, I say this as we're about to wrap up this show. For today, yes. Only for today, but because this year, I say he had the greatest year, not the greatest player, but I think he had the greatest year of any Thunder player ever, because MVP of the season, MVP of the Western Conference, MVP of the finals.
And scoring title.
All in 1 year. That is ridiculous. Ain't nobody else did that. Now, he don't look like it. When you watch him play, it doesn't look like he's scoring like that. You know what I'm saying? But the accolades are the accolades. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my mind, the greatest Thunder player ever was KD. In my mind. But them stats don't lie, dog. And I know Mr. G said yep, but he said yep just because he's Canadian. And we see you, Mr. G. I know that. But the reality is,
what's up, Mr. G? He jump in on that sometime too, man.
Yeah. So I think, I think today, yes. But we have to see. He had the greatest year ever. This is one of the greatest runs ever. I personally don't believe this will happen again, though. I just think that the league's gonna catch up to it. I think the league's gonna catch up to it. Listen, dog, you had a dude not shut him down, but guard him better than anybody ever that is on a rookie contract. I don't care if they're familiar or not. He's on a rookie contract.
Yeah.
And I said this 3 times tonight. Everybody gonna see that tape, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And what they gonna do? They're gonna do, all right, watch Nembhard. Watch it. You are Nembhard. If you don't play like him, sit by me. That's it.
But both of y'all play ball. You know this.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'll tell you about that whole thing, right? Nembhard and him played middle school, high school, national team. So they grew up together. You can watch all the video you want and think you about the Nembhard this man, and it don't work like that.
You don't think so, bro? You don't think so?
It don't work like that. Think about this.
He may get some new moves. I get that.
Me and you play against each other all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We can cancel each other out, and then every now and then you get that freaking up and under on me, or I get the left hand flick on you. You dig what I mean? Now, everybody else, when they see us playing with each other, they slow.
Playing against
each other, brother.
Correct that, brother.
Oh my goodness, playing against each other. What they get, they thinking, oh yeah, once we get OG out there, they slow. We ain't worried about them. Remember how old boy did you? And then you put in work. You dig what I mean? Or, I ain't worried about OG. He's slow. Then the left hand puts in work. Now they looking crazy. I bet you won't do it again. Man, give me the ball. You dig what I mean? So, like...
Right. This is true.
So, that's what I mean by film or sitting off on the sideline watching compared to these words been playing with each other since kids, bro.
Right.
Like, they're gonna know each other moves. You dig what I mean? And even with that, he still didn't stop Shea from putting up 32.
No, I mean, he's too great. They ain't going to stop him. I'm just saying slowing him down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can look at all the Nembhard videos they want, bro. That ain't... My man's he's a superstar. He's a superstar. So, superstars find a way. Yeah. Remember the Kobe stopper? What was that dude name? He's the Kobe stopper. Yeah, he found out real quick.
He did.
Just saying.
All right, man. As we wrap up this show, man, Ju, tell them about where they can find you at. Tell them about your socials and all of that before we get off here, bro.
Man, you can find me on the Full 94 podcast associated with MTMV that they shout out. Appreciate y'all fellas for having me on. Instagram is Ju_chasing dreams, chasing with an I and dreams with 2 E's, man, and a Z. So come get at me, man. Again, appreciate y'all for having me on.
Absolutely.
Watch this show as I'm doing my studying for law school. It's playing in the background. I promise y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me on.
Absolutely, bro. No problem.
That's 100 right there, man. Yeah, 100 for real.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Y'all, just about to wrap up y'all know what it is. Hit that like, subscribe, notification button. If you want to sow a seed, if you want to support, then go ahead and hit the Cash App. I'm not reading the script tonight. I don't want to cover my brother grill out, so that's what it is. Hit the like and subscribe. Show them, man. You know, sometimes it's a visual thing. They gotta see it, see it to believe it. So go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, notification button so you'll know whenever we go live. We are back tomorrow with the Hot Topic and Music Show. Look, the Hot Topic's been on point. The music topic's been on point. It ain't what you think. A lot of people already got a preconceived notion what we're gonna be talking about. Then it'd be like, oh, that was real. We know one word. It's a Hot Topic show. But yeah, that's how you can support the Not the Same podcast. We appreciate y'all sliding through, especially our football heads who don't really do NBA. We appreciate y'all holding on for the night with us.
Yeah, appreciate y'all holding on, man. With that being said, man, I'm C. Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And we is out, man. Appreciate our brother Ju coming on, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Sir.
About our Father's business, crime mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit, that's a cheat code. Holiness the standard, we never fold. We about to make a scene. Episode.